So we are now in Singapore, having a nice meal. We have some celebratory cocktails.
There are long flights today, yesterday.
26 hours and 4 flights. And you know what? You were super well behaved the whole time. You were awesome.
What?
So one of the first things that we did once we got to Singapore is we had to go check out Gardens by the Bay. It was one of the things on Ryan's list that she was dying to see were the super trees.
The super tree grove, where it's they look like, I guess, these trees from the future, and there's just a bunch of vines and plants growing up the side of them. And in the daytime they look awesome, but at night is when they really look cool because they light them up. It was super cool and futuristic. It was so cool being at Gardens by the Bay that we went twice, actually. It was so big. There's different areas that you can check out. Cactus area, rainforest, just, I don't even know how they got all of these plants to be there and then grow there too in Singapore.
Yeah, I would just say there's like 1,000 different types of trees at this place. At Gardens by the Bay, they have a free water park for kids and for adults.
Yes.
And so the first day we were there, Jai ran around and had a little bit of fun. Definitely got wet. Taking a shower? The second day that we went back to do the water park, we
brought my bathing suit.
Way more prepared. That's right. We were all bathing suited and just running around singing in the rain.
You're all wet.
Right next to the water park, there's like a playground area for kids.
I don't know.
Then he found this other separate area with just these very long slides, and he must have gone down them like 15 or 20 times. Hey.
Even in the subway getting to Gardens by the Bay was super cool. They just had this big, wide, long hallway filled with prints of like flowers and trees, and it was just fun taking photos in front of those.
So yeah, the metro's super clean, very easy to get around. It's pretty efficient.
Another place that you should probably check out, where you don't have to spend that much money there, but
you definitely
can, is Sentosa Island. It's an island next to another island of Singapore. On Sentosa, there's a bunch of resorts. They have Universal Studios.
And the Merlion.
Oh yeah, the Merlion. And where did we go inside the Merlion?
In his mouth and in his head.
In the mouth and the head, that's right.
Dragon selfie.
Yeah, at the top of the head, you get to see the city. We got to see the sunset there, the cable cars in the distance. It's just a really cool little spot. At first we were thinking about not going up, but I think you should. You should go up to the
Definitely worth
Merlion.
it. It's only a couple bucks.
Yeah. We did go see the crane show.
Awesome.
Yes, we got a seat right up front, and it was a water show performance with robotic cranes that have big TV screens on their like chest area, and so it played an animation, and at the same time the like wings of the crane were water like squirting out of hoses. And, I don't know, it was cool. The music was good.
It told the story of two fake cranes that realized that there was another fake crane, and through their love turned into actual cranes and flew away.
Flew away together.
It's beautiful.
Each culture seems to be represented in the city, and they have areas that you can go to, just like in the States with Chinatown. They have a Chinatown there. They also have Little India, which is where we spent a day walking around in colorful streets. Everything there just like seemed to, I don't know, just be a rainbow of
Yeah, the different temples were, I mean, think of a color and it's on that building somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, even different hues of blues and pinks and reds and golds and...
It was, I guess when we were walking, it was one of the days of worship, so we really got to see a lot of the interacting and what happens inside the temples and just people in prayer, and it was nice that they allowed us to go inside as well for that.
This was the first time on the trip that we actually stayed in a hotel. So it was a little bit of a different change of pace for us. But right around the hotel was some cool things. There was like a football stadium and a little grocery store you could go to get some stuff. But there was also this like eatery center that had different stalls within it for different types of food. So you could really kind of get a little bit of everything. And so we went there for, I would say 3 nights, maybe even 4 nights, and a couple lunches.
Yeah.
Everything was like super well priced. The food tasted great and it got to you really fast. So it was a cool place because Jai has different taste than we do. So we were able to get him like spaghetti from the one place, and then we could go over and get, you know, beef noodle soup, which I ate so much of. Spicy beef noodle soup.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I got laksa because that's super good.
So I have some chicken and rice and some fruit
It's pork.
and pork.
We did finish out our trip going to a little jazz bar to get Singapore slings.
Yes.
It's something we felt we had to do, and we did it.
Yeah, Singapore slings were actually invented in Singapore.
But it was a great way to kind of like cap off our week in Singapore. We wish we had more time to spend in Singapore, but unfortunately this trip just keeps moving and happening way too fast.
Yeah, I said that Singapore would be a place that I could see myself living in because it's like a good blend of East and West cultures mixing together. It gives me, you know, a bunch of interesting things to look at, foods to try, and different people to talk to. It also has comforts of the like metro system and bus lines just being easier to really, you know, navigate and get through, and just the safety of it too. And it's a pretty place. So yeah, Singapore is on my top list.
Now that we're done with Singapore, we are going back to Thailand, but we are heading to the south near the beach areas of Krabi. We're going to be spending some time down there doing whatever we can do, hopefully beaching it up, maybe snorkeling or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Thailand again, round 2.
round 2 for Thailand.
But see you later, Singapore. Thanks for being really nice to us.
We appreciate it. Island of the Lion. Singapura.
Singapore.